Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. It's me, and today we're going to talk about personal finance. I'm going to share with you some common mistakes that many people make when managing their personal finances, especially for those of you who are new to this topic. It's me, and my podcast focuses on sharing valuable insights about human life. Once again, welcome everyone, and now let's begin with today's topic. This is a topic aimed at those between the ages of 20 and 30. This is the age range where most of you are still in the single stage, with not yet high incomes. But it is a very important time for you to build mindsets and personal finance management models for yourselves. It will be a very good foundation to launch your financial journey later. If you go in the wrong direction, it will cause many problems for you later, and it will be very easy to lead to the possibility that our entire life will not have financial freedom and we will struggle to make ends meet. Normally, when learning about these issues, people often talk about success stories, but I think the most effective way to learn is to learn from the failures and mistakes of those who came before. Therefore, they are all included in today's video, where I will share with you the mistakes and experiences divided into three main groups. The first is the experience in the accumulation phase. The second is the experience in the spending phase. And finally, the experience in the investment phase. Now let's remember the first stage, which is the accumulation stage, and the most popular mistakes during this stage are not having a plan to track finances. This is very important because just knowing your current spending situation will help you a lot. It will help you have a picture of your current income level, your minimum spending level, and knowing these figures will give you a foundation to move on to the next activities such as expanding your income sources. Later on, I will explain in more detail and importance on how to optimize your spending activities by identifying necessary expenses and cutting unnecessary ones. Because the basic foundation of financial freedom journey is to maximize income sources and minimize expenses. If you do not have a general picture of income and expenditure, it will lead you to the situation of spending as much as you earn. The most important thing is not how much money we make, but how much we save. Some people make a lot of money but end up using it all, while others make much less, but thanks to tracking and managing their finances, they still have savings. That's the first stage of tracking our income and expenses. The second type of problem that most people often fall into is getting tangled up in bad debts, with credit card debt being the most typical example. The reason for this is its convenience, which creates a buying state where we don't feel like we're spending money. This is a trick that banks use to deceive our brains. And of course, this will come with interest rates that are usually not small, and these interest rates are the reason why bad debts exist. Because of its convenience, many people get caught up in credit card debt. According to statistics in the US, on average, each American owes more than $6,000 in credit card debt. There are also many cases where they owe tens of thousands of dollars. Credit cards are a very dangerous thing. And of course, if we know how to use credit cards well, it has many advantages. If we don't know how to control it, credit cards can easily lead us into bad debt. Therefore, for those who are not confident in their financial management ability, it is best not to use them. If you have only one job and it is your only source of income, this is dangerous because if anything happens and you lose your primary source of income, for example, during a pandemic, you have no other income to fall back on. Doing so is like putting all your eggs in one basket. From my observation, the main job rarely takes up all your time and energy. We can see that to achieve sweet fruits, we must step out of our comfort zone, which is a choice. Do we have enough determination to get up and work while others are relaxing or not? Common mistakes in the second stage include spending on unnecessary and wasteful things. This often happens when our income starts to increase and money becomes more comfortable. We develop a habit of rewarding ourselves with a series of toys, most of which we don't really need. For example, if you're driving a normal car with no problems, but your friends all drive expensive cars, you might feel the need to buy an expensive car just to keep up with them. There are even cases where people take out loans to buy things they can't afford, leading to bad debt. My advice is to not care about showing off to anyone. What matters is whether you feel comfortable or not. Buying an expensive car with a mountain of debt to pay every month is not a wise choice. The third mistake is also a very common mistake at this age, which I call the cost of love. My advice to you at this age is, if possible, don't have any love affairs. Try to focus on building your career and financial independence. Because I guarantee you that when you have built your career and financial stability, your path of love will be much wider in the future. But I understand that this is a difficult advice to follow, and those who can follow it are very few. Therefore, for most of you, if you do fall in love, it's okay. But when you love at this age, you are very likely to make a common mistake, especially for young men. That is, you try to build an image of yourself as someone who has a life that is higher than what you currently have. Of course, not everyone is like this, but you certainly agree with me that there are many cases like this, and this is something that should not be done. First of all, love should come from what is most sincere, only then can it last. The person we love will be the person we want to meet the most. And if we imagine that every time we meet, we have to act, it's very tiring. If we analyze it more carefully, we will see that it is a very meaningless thing. Because if you use money to impress girls, then you can only attract those who like money. What do you think if they later find out that you don't have much, the image you're building? I believe those girls will also highly appreciate the fact that you know how to control your spending and are focused on investing. Therefore, gentlemen, share openly with your girlfriends that you are pursuing the journey of financial freedom. It will be a very interesting topic for you to discuss. And it will be even better if you can inspire her and then both of you can embark on the journey of financial freedom together. I guarantee you that the probability of success will be much higher than leading her to a restaurant to show off that you eat 5 meals here every day. These are the 3 mistakes we often make in the second phase. The third stage is the investment stage. And there is a saying that I really like, which is that success is when you are prepared and meet a certain opportunity that leads to success. In your investment journey, there will be times when you come across opportunities that you know for sure will lead to a successful investment. For example, if you have a friend who needs to sell a house cheaply because they need money urgently, and you know that buying and selling it will definitely generate a profit. If you don't have the capital to invest, then all you can do is watch these opportunities. Because if you don't have the investment capital, you are very likely to miss out on such opportunities, not only wasting the money you have saved for investment, but also losing out on investment opportunities that sometimes increase many times over the amount you have saved. Not investing early is one of the most common and catastrophic mistakes in investment. I have a simple rule when it comes to investing in knowledge. I never regret it. I can hesitate and think about whether I should buy a $400 headset or be willing to spend $2,000 to attend a course without much thought. Because in my opinion, anything in life can be gained and lost. But there is only one thing that, once invested in, will never be lost and will only increase, and that is knowledge. That's why from the past until now, I have never regretted investing in myself, especially in investing in knowledge. In addition to knowledge, it is also an investment in health, including both physical and mental health. These are things that when we invest in, I am sure we will never lose. That's some common mistakes in personal financial management that you may encounter in your 20 seconds and 30 seconds. I hope it will help you avoid those mistakes. There are many other experiences that I would like to share, but in the context of a podcast episode, I cannot share them all today, and it's already quite long, so I will stop here for now. If you find this content helpful, please share it with your friends. Besides, the YouTube algorithm prioritizes videos with more likes, so if you like this video, please support me with a like to help the podcast reach more people. Thank you for your following. Have a happy day with your family.